When Michael Yo walked in, he's like, "Hey, Korea, thank you for having me. It's so great to be here. I expected a lot of attractive Korean girls to be at my show, but I see five older Korean guys sitting in the front row. What is this?"
안녕하세요. Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Tae.
And this is Gibson, and welcome back to another episode of
Almost Korean.
All right. Tae, whew, we have a very special guest today.
Yep.
And also, it's been a while, too, right?
Yeah. So
All right, start us off here.
we got Jimi Oh in the house. So could you give us a... yes. All the way to Cancun.
Yeah.
Could you give us a quick, brief introduction of yourself?
Yeah. Hey guys, glad to be joining you guys. My name is Jimi Oh. You guys may have seen Love After Divorce season 4, which was 돌싱글즈 미국 편. 네, 안녕하세요. 오혁입니다. 반갑습니다.
All right. Thank
The
you.
한국말.
I know.
I like it. I
know.
like it.
All right.
He's bringing the Korean out of us.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
감사합니다.
I think, first of all, I just want to say, thank you for coming all the way out here, right? It's not an easy trip, so we really appreciate it.
I know. Anytime we have a guest to Pyeongtaek, I feel so grateful because it's not an easy trek.
It's not.
So I wanted to, before we start, I wanted to just share with everyone how we met because it's just so like funny and random.
Right. It was very random.
So there was a comedy show in Hongdae this past what was that, back in May?
It was May.
Yeah.
Was it May? Was it
Yeah,
May?
it was-
Okay.
yeah, it's been a
We
while.
went to watch Michael Yo. stand
Michael
up.
Yo, shout out
Mhm.
to our the comedian.
We got
funny
to
guy,
tag Michael Yo in this episode.
So his show brought us together in a funny way because we were sitting in the front, and then I came in a little late,
Yep.
and then I walk by, I just see Washington Nationals hat, and then that day I happened to wear a Washington Wizards jersey.
Right.
So I was like, "Oh, yo, what's up, man? Like, go Nationals!" And then our friend was like, "Hey, do you know him?" And I was like, "No, I'm just saying hi." And then
But he looks
and
familiar.
then, and then I looked at his face. I was like, "Wait," I was like, "He looks kind of familiar." and then I jogged my memory. I was like, "Oh yeah, he was on the show." And then of course, you know, our Gibson and our other buddy, a little oblivious to the latest
Guilty.
pop culture.
Guilty.
And
Yeah.
and then you guys just thought I was like his friend.
Yeah.
But, I was like, "Oh, dude, that's Jimmy from Dorshing." So that's how we met. And then after the show, like all the ajashis do, we went out and grabbed some soju, and and we like kind of bonded.
Mm.
And then we're like, "Hey, let's hang out again." And I feel like a lot of times, kind of people kind of like use that as like empty words, like 빈말, right?
Yeah. Oh, we
But-
should hang out.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
you should come by.
he actually pulled through, came all the way to Contact to actually hang out. So here we are.
And I knew Jimmy had good taste because we were sitting in the VIP row.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, all right, I can hang with this dude.
Yeah, all right, thanks for having me. And remember, I don't know if you guys remember, but when Michael Yo walked in, he's like, "Hey, Korea, thank you for having me. It's so great to be here. I expected a lot of attractive Korean girls to be at my show, but I see five older Korean guys sitting in the front row. What is this?" So,
Oh dude, he was calling you out,
yeah,
Robert.
Yeah, ball guys.
oh wait,
He's like, "Turn down the lights. It's too bright."
Yeah. I was like, well, I'm sorry.
Sorry to disappoint you, Michael.
Yeah, I know.
although it was such a short, we didn't hang out for a long time that night, obviously, but
Yeah.
But it was I really liked hanging out with you guys, so I really wanted to come
Yeah.
and hang out for a little bit longer and get to know you
Yeah.
guys a little bit better. So
Yeah.
thanks for having me.
Yeah, this is
Great.
awesome.
And I'm gonna make my wife cringe a little bit, but she was like a big fan of you. She was so jealous. So it's like, "Oh, you got to meet Jimmy," and then I was like, "Oh, maybe you get to meet him soon," and it happened. So yeah.
Here we
man,
are.
Here we are. So I want to kind of start things off. Wondering how was your like childhood like? What was your journey like from as a child to I understand you moved to US later in life. How was your childhood? Where were you born in Korea?
So I was born and raised in Gunsan in Korea, which is in 전라북도, right? 전라북도 Gunsan. So I lived there from when I was born through a month after my 16th birthday. And then in December of year 2000 is when I moved from Korea to the US.
Mm. Oh wow!
It's about 25, 26 years ago.
So that could not have been an easy transition because you were already in like what, high school age, right?
Yeah, I was in the first year of high school in Korea.
Wow.
How old were you when you moved?
So when I moved to the States, well, for me, I moved back to the States, right? But however, pretty similar, because I have acclimated to Korean life at that point. So I was 15.
But-
1999, June of 1999 is when I moved back to the
Yeah.
States.
Similar time.
Yeah, pretty similar. And I was in Jersey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I moved to Florida, so which was a little bit, because
Oh.
Jersey probably had decent Korean population, right?
Except that my mom purposely chose a place where there weren't any. So yeah, I don't know how different it would have been. Oh, where in Florida?
St. Petersburg.
Familiar with that. That's for another
Is
episode.
that a pretty non-diverse?
Oh god, yeah,
Area?
yeah.
I mean, so Tampa St. Petersburg area is probably the second or third largest metro area in Florida, but next to Miami and Orlando. But there weren't many Koreans.
Yeah,
I
if
guess.
you want to talk about Asian presence, I would say pretty low.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How was it like acclimating to the U.S. culture at that age? Because it could not have been easy.
But I mean, for whatever reason, I really wanted to go study in the United States, even from when I was around 13 or 14 years old. So I was trying to convince my parents to send me to the States. But my mom was for letting me do what I want to do. My dad was a little bit more conservative, wanting to keep me in Korea. And also around that time when I moved to the States, there were a lot of documentaries being released about Korean 유학생s moving to the States and sort of, meeting wrong group of friends and getting into drugs and whatnot. So my dad was like, especially around when I was trying to convince my dad, there was a big documentary series, I think on one of the major Korean TV networks about 유학생. So my dad was like trying not to send me, but so it took about 2 years of trying to convince him that I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to fall for drugs and stuff like that. So yeah, I started convincing him when I was 14, and then by the time I was 16, he finally gave in and was like, all right.
So you came
do what you gotta do.
you came to the U.S. as a yuakseng by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow. Jimmy, can I ask you what drove you to do that? Because at the age of 14, that's really interesting. Because I don't know if I had that kind of thought process in my head. Especially because I came from the U.S. Now, granted, I was little, but I don't think I thought about that at all. Wanting to, hey, let me pave my way. Let me move back to the States, or in your case, let me move away from everything that you know. That's a difficult thing to think about, especially as a young teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's a little bit of both, but so one side of it is that I wanted to sort of experience a center of it's kind of weird to say this like this, but center of universe or center of globe. It's like I was really into baseball around that time, and I really liked rooting for Channel Park. Obviously, I'm not a pro baseball player or anything, but Major League was where the best of the best gathered around and played against each other.
True.
So it was really awesome to see a Korean guy dominating against the best hitters in the world in Major League stage. But although I'm not a baseball player, I wanted to sort of go to city like New York and work there, study there with the brightest people or the best people. All the Koreans are the best people, but I kind of wanted to experience the center of globe and 미국. I wanted to experience that.
That makes sense. That's pretty cool.
But the fact that you're like willing yourself to make that happen, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Like I would think maybe you like watch some cool Hollywood movie, be like,
Right?
oh, I want to meet that actress there or something.
Or like I want to live in New York or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, so how did you end up in St. Petersburg, Florida?
By random chance, just like how I met you guys, just randomly. I randomly met a Korean pastor who was living in the Tampa Bay area, and he was sort of hosting some international students
To almost like an exchange.
to live with his family, almost like his nephew or nieces, whatever. Trying to be guardians, legal and mental, and guardians for us, so that we and the parents can feel comfortable sending their kids, rather than sending the kids to somewhere where they know nobody. At least the pastor was there. A pastor and his family was there to be sort of my second family when I moved away from Korea.
So when you came to the States, you were what, 9th grade then? 10th grade?
So I was in the first year of high school in Korea, which should mean that I was in 10th grade. But when I moved to the States, I just went down a grade. So I
Same as me.
That's exactly what happened to me.
All of us.
Yeah.
All three of us.
Same as
I went back to 9th grade, and
Gotcha.
experienced almost the full high school.
It's so funny because, like, during that time, I thought it was such a big deal. But looking back at it, I'm like, so what?
Yeah.
But if it got you prepared so that you can, be okay, exactly.
I mean, gave myself a
Yeah.
little bit more time to get used to the culture, language,
100%.
and everything while I was in high school. Yeah.
How was your high school experience like? Did you face a lot of like racism, micro racism?
I mean, I don't really think at all, to be honest. Like me personally, I mean, there might have been kids making a stupid comment here and there, but like, I don't think they meant ill by whatever they said. They were just being goofy. Like just like even in Korea, I think my friends used to make fun of people that were too tall, or too big, or too dark, or too light. Whatever the case might be, even in Korea, like we just make comments about our friends just because we're young and dumb, teenagers. So when I was in high school, I think there were a few kids that probably said random stupid things, but I didn't really like take it as racism.
That's
yeah.
really
That's
good.
good.
I think that's a good perspective.
Yeah.
To have. Like you don't take things personally.
Yeah,
That's a good way to look at it.
I would say something silly back to them, like whatever. Like,
Your nose is too big. You can't use it.
no, so I tried playing. I tried playing American football. I joined our school team.
Oh,
I didn't
nice.
get much playing time because
What
there
position?
were a lot bigger guys, linebacker.
Okay. Oh.
But one of my friends, one of my teammates, made a comment about like me saying like, "Oh, your face is so flat," or whatever. Like, when I was wearing the football helmet.
Oh my
I was
god.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't have a good comeback. I just laughed it off. I don't care, whatever. But I don't think he tried to be racist about it. Like
Okay. He's
Like,
just kind of making fun of your
just-
appearance
yeah.
in general, not like targeting your.
yeah. I mean, we're buddies, so like he was just being goofy.
The funny thing is, when I ever had any kind of like, not necessarily racist comments, but like things kind of like make fun of me, I don't think I ever had good comebacks either. Because all the comebacks that I thought of in my head were like super racist or really negative, that if I say it out loud, it's not going to go well. And I just never had like a witty comeback. How has it been for you guys? I'm just kind of curious, But I also don't want to be that typical, stereotypical, Asian kid who just like stays quiet, right? You know what I mean?
From my experience,
Yeah.
I think usually, so obviously when it was somebody that I already knew or had a relationship with, or who were my friends, I try to take it as a joke. But when it was like somebody random, I think whenever somebody said something, it was usually because they were very ignorant. So like, I remember two incidents. And you can cut it off. It's not funny, but one was my friend visited me in New York when he was in college. When we were both in college, he visited me from Korea. We were walking around like Battery Park, downtown New York, and we were speaking Korean to each other, right? So, and then this guy is like, "Go back to your country." but he had an accent, much much worse than my accent. It's like my accent's not that obvious. I have a slight accent, but I don't. I think I could pass by as an American, right?
Yeah.
So I was like,
Mhm.
"Excuse me, what did you just say to me?" Like, "Hey, dude." I try to make it loud because there were people sitting at the park. Like, dude, you just told me to go back to my country. I wasn't born in Florida, but I'm born in Florida. I was born in Florida. Where are you from, dude? It sounds like you're from not America because you definitely have an accent. You're telling me to go back to my country. Blah, blah, blah. And so like other people started like looking at him.
That's
Like,
funny.
So he just like woke up and walked away. But and then
That's
the
funny.
other time was like I was at the airport, and this African American gentleman, older. I think he just grew up at a different time. Like I don't think he meant again. I don't think he meant like harm by it.
Mm.
But he called me Chinaman or something.
Wow. Well, I haven't heard that term in a while.
Oh.
I know.
That's like an old
Like, he was
term.
he was an older gentleman. Again, I try to make it not offensive, but I try to respond in a loud voice. It's like, sir, I can help you get to where you're gonna need to get to, but you don't call me Chinaman. And he's like, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. At least he apologized.
Yeah, and I helped him get to the gate he was looking for. So
Oh.
I mean, it worked out, but like I don't know.
Oh,
So
okay.
to your point, I have the same sort of sentiment. Like I don't want to
Mm.
be the silent Asian person, like,
Right.
just letting things pass. Like
Right.
I just let them know that it's not appropriate to. I mean, gladly they took it okay, but maybe there could be people who may not take it
Yeah,
all right, but
yeah.
you know,
But that's
But-
good. I think at the end of the day, I think we need to kind of like stand up and not people like just like walk all over you.
yeah.
you know?
But yeah, I don't want to be violent or offensive
Yeah,
or anything, but
yeah.
like
But
Absolutely.
you sounded like pretty respectful
Mm.
about it.
making a clear point that
Yeah.
whatever they're doing is wrong because I think they were just ignorant. Well, not the first guy, but yeah, the second,
I respect that.
the older gentleman.
Yeah, I respect that.
Nice.
Mhm.
Yeah. I didn't have too many encounters. I was actually pretty big in like middle school up to a certain point in high school. So kids didn't really mess with me too much. If anything, other Asian kids would be more racist.
Really?
Because like they would just like call me Fabi or like
Mm.
Mm.
you know, oh, like you smell like kimchi or something. You know, like
Ooh.
other Asian, like Chinese or Vietnamese kids. And like there, I wouldn't really get offended because I can be like, yo, you smell like pho or like,
Yeah.
you know, like I just kind of throw that back at them. And that's more like a friendly jab than
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah,
So,
they're just
um,
being goofy.
Yeah, we're just being goofy. So I mean, there were like few cases where maybe I might have like pushed some kids if they like said something that I didn't like. But like again, like back then, like I was kind of I finished growing around like 7th grade. I was like this tall around 7th grade.
That's
So
crazy.
I was kind of like big for my age at
You're
the
the
time.
tallest kid.
Yeah, because I was also like a year older than everyone.
Oh yeah.
And then kids like started shooting up in 9th and 10th grade. They're like I'm like
Right.
licking them up. But yeah, I didn't have too many bad encounters.
Mm.
So.
It's funny because like at that time I was pretty sad about that, having those encounters. But looking back at it, I feel like it kind of gave me some characters too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So overall, not too bad. Like I almost feel like, if now that I'm a father and I have 2 kids, if my kids ever encounter not necessarily racism, but any kind of difficulties when it comes to dealing with friends, new people, strangers, and things like that, I think, those are not all negative. And then I want to like teach them how to navigate those in a proper way, just like how Jimmy, you did it, right? You were respectful about it. You kind of put them in a place, but not in a mean way,
Yeah.
not escalating things, but just kind of letting them realize that, oh, maybe I need to kind of like realize, shame on me kind of thing.
Or like help them
Yeah.
see that could be like a opportunity to
Yeah.
educate
Sure.
the other person. 'Cause,
1000%.
yeah, the person just might just not be knowledgeable.
Sure.
you know?
I think it could be more
Teaching.
challenging too, though. Like for I don't know, like for our daughters, or like if like a bigger gentleman or somebody's saying like
Right.
random things, it
Right.
might be easier for
For
us
daughters,
to
100%. Yeah.
might be easier for us to respond, like not in a violent way, but just being even having cordial, respectful talk. It may be a little bit intimidating if
Yeah.
Yeah.
If a guy says it and it's a girl,
That's true.
I can totally see that.
And I think like for us as parents to like maybe kind of educate our kids to kind of not just brush it off, but like don't let that bother you on a personal level.
Mm.
Like, just
right.
kind of understand that, maybe they're just kind of a little ignorant, or just give them that self-confidence to not, like, just be like, I'm
Mhm.
fine,
Yeah.
I think that would be really good.
And I just realized we're all girl dads.
Yeah,
All three of
that's
us.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll kind of delve into that. We'll slowly getting there. But so after high school, did you go to college or in the area, or
I went to college in New York.
New York?
Mm.
So I spent all of my 20s and 30s in New York, New Jersey, tri-state area. Yeah. Mhm.
And how was that experience going from Florida to somewhere, I'm guessing, a little more
Well,
diverse, more populated?
Let me just say improvement in pizza quality. Let me just start there.
a more social possibilities.
Well, so two things. One, people in Florida are a lot more friendly. At least on the surface. Like, it's like when you walk into a
Yeah.
restaurant, it's like, "Hey, sweetie, how you doing?" Like,
The southern
like,
hospitality.
"Hey,
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
up?" Like,
I
even
would
though
agree
I
with
don't
that.
really know people you don't really walk around in Florida, but even at a mall or whatever, or at school, kids I don't know or teachers I don't know, I'll just say hi, hello, how you doing, blah blah blah. I got to college in New York, and I'm walking around campus and being like, "Hey, how you doing?" People are looking at me like, "You crazy?
It's like, why are you talking?
Why are you
Why are you talking to me?
Yeah.
They're like Koreans.
And even my friends, even my
Yeah.
friends are like, "Yo, why are you talking to the random people?" I'm like, "I don't know. They seem to be in college. Like they seem to they're at school." So like that, yeah, there was a little bit of adjustment when I was freshman, and then secondly, spending 3+ years with 0 cold days, that changed my body a little bit. Because in Korea, it was never severely cold, but I went through proper winters in Korea, right?
Mm.
But while I was in Florida for 3 straight years, I never went through like a winter. And then in New York, when a winter came, my body's like, I started breaking out in hives.
Oh my God.
What?
Wow.
I was like, what is this?
What?
So-
Were you wearing a coat or?
No, yeah, of course.
Okay.
But when it was really windy, and
I see.
for about 2-3 years, I think that happened, and then it went away.
Mm.
So I somehow developed like an allergy against cold.
Cold.
Oh wow.
It was very interesting.
That's a real thing? That's
Wow.
interesting.
Because you grew up in Korea. I mean, even in Kunsan, it's still cold there.
It's not super cold, but it does have
Yeah,
winter.
it's still
yeah.
four
yeah,
seasons.
yeah. Mhm.
I mean, even Busan gets cold, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Well-
you didn't see snow for a few years.
Right.
and then-
Yeah.
does it snow in Kunsan?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
But I mean, overall, like college experience was great. Like I made very good friends, lifelong friends, and also I worked for our college baseball team. So
Oh, cool.
that was fun. Initially I wanted to work in baseball for my career. We can talk about it later. But so
What did you study in college?
I double majored in accounting and finance.
Okay,
But,
this is very similar to me.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But working for the baseball team was fun because I went to practice every day.
Oh.
I also traveled with the team to like Alabama, South Carolina, North Carolina
Oh.
for games
That's exciting.
in the spring semester for games.
Wait, what did you work as for them? Like a trainer or something?
So like a bigger programs have like more defined roles for student managers. Like actually, I think some schools make some schools made student managers do like laundry and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But luckily, my college didn't make me do laundry.
Okay.
It's just like I was almost like a player that never played because like the field maintenance stuff, it was just me. It was the players who were doing it together. Like I was just helping them
I see.
with field maintenance or like making logs with behaviors of different players, swing patterns, and like or like clocking pitch speed to keep track of how people are doing or
Mhm.
what might be changing. Is one of our pitchers like struggling because his form was deviating a little bit from when his form was good? So just like almost like an assistant coach,
Okay.
but
But you're a student manager.
yeah. But also like some of the people on campus thought I was a baseball player. So
nice.
I didn't necessarily like correct them. And
You're like carrying a bat around. Like,
well, I was always hanging out with the baseball
players.
board. So yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you're like friends with the players.
Yeah.
and-
Mhm.
Oh, that's so cool. Wait, so how did you get into baseball in the first place? Like, was that something you liked growing up as a child?
Yeah, I
Watching
mean,
what KBO?
I was a casual fan. I was a casual fan of KBO.
Okay.
I really started getting really into baseball when Channel Park came into the scene.
Mm.
And like, I mean, I know he started in '94 officially, but he went back to the minors for 2 years, and then he came back to the majors in '96. And he became like a reliable or like a pretty good or also level major league pitcher in '97. So '96 and '97, I really started getting into baseball when Channel Park was becoming like superstar.
Oh, so
Yeah.
that's like your like idol. Like that's like your
Yeah.
ultimate.
Yeah, I mean, he sort of, I think he sort of played major or minor role in my decision to move to the States as well.
Wow.
Oh,
Dude,
wow.
that's amazing.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
So cool. All right. When we get Park Channel as our guest on the pod, we'll hit you up.
All right, Mr. Park, if
Mr.
you're
Park.
watching this right now, yeah, we want you on our show.
You're welcome anytime. And Pyeongtaek.
Come to Pyeongtaek.
Please.
We'll take you to the PX.
Oh, my God. Wow. So you were involved with baseball, but I guess after college, were you trying to look for like jobs related to that field?
So during college, I interned for the Tampa Bay Rays.
So cool.
Or they were the Devil Rays when I was
Devil Rays.
when
Yes, I remember.
when I was
yeah.
interning there.
Mm.
So actually, the summer after high school, I worked as like a volunteer
Mhm.
at the field. I got introduced to one of the VPs there. Great guy, Jose. I love you still.
So-
He wrote my recommendation letters for business school and everything.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. So I worked as a volunteer summer after high school, and then summer after my freshman year, I went back as an intern, and then I had an opportunity to go back as an intern again a summer after my sophomore year, but yeah, a lot of life happened. So yeah.
Gotcha. Ah, man. It's a big what if, huh?
Also, I don't know if it was the right decision or not, but at the time it felt like a right decision, which was that a lot of the people that joined the organization right after college, I thought were underpaid. But some people that had built a career at a bigger firm elsewhere and then rejoined and then joined baseball world after as an established professional, I felt like they were compensated a little bit more
Better.
fairly.
Mm.
So I kind of wanted to model after them, but it just never really, I guess, navigated back towards that field. Although I had a couple more opportunities, but yeah, I mean,
Is that something that's still maybe possible?
I mean, at this stage, maybe as like a CFO or
advisor.
CFO or finance person for a baseball team. Yeah, I mean, initially coming out of high school, I wanted to be Billy Bean.
Wait, what's Billy Bean?
Brad Pitt, the person Brad Pitt played on Moneyball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, general manager.
Okay, that makes sense.
But anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
that was my childhood dream, I guess.
Oh man. Wow. But that's so cool that it's like something that you just kind of passionate about, like brought you all the way to the States, and you just had a completely different like trajectory of life.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy where I'm at.
Yeah.
And there's no point in like regretting what happened, but I had an opportunity to join the Rays. I had another opportunity to join the Indians.
Oh, did you? Wow.
When I-
Cleveland.
when I was switching between my first job at Deloitte to my second job, I had an opportunity to join Cleveland Indians, and she was playing there, so that was really tempting.
That's right.
And then I interned for Major League Baseball commissioner's office when I was in grad school. So I felt like
you did a lot.
I know.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like I had opportunities, but it was always the gap in pay that forced me away from baseball.
Mm.
But any young person watching this in your 20s, I feel like just follow your heart, man. Like, if I could tell myself from 20 years ago, I would probably tell myself to just follow your heart, because I mean, again, I'm happy where I'm at. It's just that there's always that what if I just chase my dream, even though for a smaller pay, like I could have just been more strict, stingy with my money or with my spending, and I could have. I mean, you know, you never know. Like it may not have worked out, but it could have also worked out. Maybe I could have been Asian Billy Bean. You know?
I feel like, especially in the East Coast, I don't know if it's like your experience, but like in general, in the East Coast, we're more driven to be more successful in our career, study harder, and like, because like sports, that's like an entertainment industry, right? And it's like they can pay less because there's so much demand for people to work in that field, right?
Yeah.
So it's.
I mean, it's not an easy decision, right? Like,
Right.
So when I was interning at MLB, there was a younger, I mean, slightly older than us, but in the grand scheme of things, he was younger person who was high up at MLB. I requested like a coffee chat, one-on-one chat with him towards the end of my internship, just to kind of be upfront about my thoughts and my concerns and like blah blah blah. And he told me straight up, he's like, yeah, I totally understand your concerns. I was in the same shoes. I just feel like I was lucky. I was lucky that this job, my 2 jobs ago or 2 promotions ago, this job opened up at the right time, and I was able to slide into this role, which was probably not the highest paying job I could have had, but it was decent enough for me to accept it. But if I'm in your shoes, and if my option was not, this option was not there, if I was required to like go down significantly in pay just to follow my passion and dreams, it could have been really hard. So I totally understand what he was saying, but you know, I feel like if you're in your 20s, I think it's worth a shot. So chase your dreams, follow your heart, follow your passion.
Yeah.
Dang, where were you when I was in college 20 years ago, Jimmy? I needed to hear that.
Yeah.
Because I was always also interested in like sports industry, but like I never even thought to make it a career. Because like I was so set in just like, oh, you know, go to college and like, so like for me at that time, accounting, I also majored in accounting and international business. And at that time, accounting was like a very hot career because it was so stable and like Enron stuff happened
Right.
where
Yeah.
you know they're looking for a lot of accountants, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. And then at that time, I didn't realize even with that career, I could have tried to get into, you know, like sports. But I didn't think about that. In my mind, everyone's telling me you have to get into Big Four. Like that was the end all be all. Big Four is like the Big Four top accounting firms.
Yeah.
Right. So, and I eventually did. But that wasn't my dream, right? Yeah. So, I mean, I didn't have that much passion, but growing up, I really liked baseball. Basketball.
Yeah.
So I got into NBA when I first moved to the US, like late 90s when I was watching Michael Jordan beating the Bullets at the time, watching the Bullets. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, I'm in DC, so I should root for the underdog. So even though I really like Michael Jordan, I was like, that's when I started like rooting for Washington Bullets, Wizards.
Jordan played for the Wizards later on. Right?
Well, yeah, later on, yeah. So I do have that jersey.
Same.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is, but I have
it.
So when I was at Deloitte, one of my clients was NFL.
Oh,
so I feel like I always had this like tie and passion and thirst. I just never really went full throttle for it. So I mean, still looking back, I'm grateful. You know how many people have interned for the Rays for Major League Baseball and had NFL as a client.
Yeah,
so I've been fortunate, and I still obviously know people in the industry and everything. And I'm happy how my career turned out. But you know,
yeah, that's awesome.
That's so fun. I remember I was like with other big firms, and I saw like a staff accounting position for the Redskins. I was like, should I apply and get like a 30,000 pay cut?
Yeah, I mean, at that age, it feels very significant.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, and then just me being around in the DC area, a lot of the jobs are tied to the government, and that's how I kind of got stuck in this federal space. But man, that's so cool. Yeah,
that's interesting.
Yeah, but the one So I actually did intern for a radio company one time while in college. It was like a top 40 radio company. And then my job was to go to these promotional events. And one of the events was at the Wizards game when it was during the playoffs. It was the Gilbert Arenas era.
Okay.
And they played against they played against LeBron's Cleveland team during the first round playoff. And then our radio company for that one game, we got to run the flag. We were the flag bearers before the game. Like they run around.
Yeah.
WIZ.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got to do that. That was like my highlight of the internship.
No, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I was always kind of interested in like entertainment business, but being the immigrant son, like having to kind of shoulder this burden of studying academics, I never fully like chased after it. So,
Yeah.
I guess I'm kind of doing it now. So
Hey,
here we are.
Luckily, we live in an era that we can, you start your own thing.
Yeah,
right.
that's
Absolutely.
true.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I couldn't imagine like back then, like even the equipment is like the barrier to entry.
Yeah.
Like
True.
those like video cameras are super expensive.
Super expensive.
Now you just do everything with your phone, right?
Absolutely.
1000%.
Yeah. So sorry, we went off a little off track. So what are you doing right now? I know you kind of led up to you did this and that, but
Career-wise, or
yeah, career-wise.
So yeah, I work in finance for a mobile gaming company based in the U.S. I work remotely. Some of you may know I moved to Canada in 2024. So yeah, about 2 years ago I moved to Canada. So I spent all my 20s and 30s in New York, and then New York, New Jersey, and then right around I guess right after I turned 40, I moved to Canada. So yeah.
All right. So for some of the people who might be watching for Jimmy, what they've been waiting for, I wanna ask about the show that you've been on, Life After Divorce, or what's the Korean name? Is that Dor?
The English title was Love After Divorce,
Mhm.
and then Korean name is 돌싱글즈.
Is it just Dorshingurje?
Yeah,
That was
돌싱글즈.
something
Yeah.
else.
Doran Singers. Right?
So
Yeah.
season 4 is when you're on. So this was a pretty popular show in Korea, I think. That the first 3 seasons it was just for Koreans, and then season 4 they opened up to. Were they all Korean Americans? Right?
It was supposed to be all Korean Americans or divorced Korean people living in the United States.
Abroad.
Was
Okay.
supposed to be the
was the
theme.
premise.
Except there was one person from Canada.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, and we'll talk about that. So yeah. So I watched the show. My wife is a big fan, and after watching season 4, I started watching season 5. I might have watched season 3, because the show was pretty captivating. I didn't know about the show before because it wasn't on Netflix.
Right. Yep.
So season 4, it was English speakers on the show, so it was easy for almost Koreans like us to watch and digest the show. And it's a lot more relatable for us too.
Right. Yeah.
So, how did you even sign up? Like, how did you know about the show? Like, what was that process like?
So, first of all, I think our season had 10 cast members, 5 guys, 5 ladies. Most of them were at the time of shooting or at the time of filming. Most people were divorced for about 2-3 years. I think there were a couple people that may have been divorced for 5-6 years. But by the time when we filmed in 2023, I was already divorced for 12 years, going on 13 years. So yeah, 12 solid years and I was on my 13th year after divorce. So I was already divorcing for a very long time. And I had heard about this show, and the show became really, really popular in Korea with season 2. One of my friends, Namgi, he's a very good-looking guy, and he was a divorced guy without children from his previous marriage. He met and started falling for this lady, Tae, who had a daughter from her previous marriage. And Tae was very worried about how Namgi may react when he finds out that she actually has a daughter, which is sort of what 돌싱글즈 sort of plays a lot with, or like shows a lot of 돌싱글즈 shows a lot of emotions with people. Some divorcees with kids and some divorcees without kids, and how it may work out. So Tan was worried, but Namgi took it very well. He accepted her situation, and he's like, I'm willing to try. I can't say it's gonna be easy because I've never been a father, but with you, I want to try. And they are happily married now, and Leonie, which is a daughter, like loves Namgi as her father. And it's such a beautiful story. Now they have a second child between them, which is a son. So they have a girl and a boy like you guys, and they're
awesome.
very happy family. So the show became very popular with season 2. So I started watching a little bit of season 2, highlights from season 2, and then I watched season 3 all the way through. So while I was watching season 3, they were saying like, "Hey, we need people to apply for season 4." But by the way, season 4 is going to be with people living in the United States. So I was like, "Oh, wow, okay,
Perfect.
yeah. Let me give it a shot." Like I thought it was a long shot, Like I don't look like somebody who belongs on TV, but TV screen.
What do you mean, man? A handsome guy here.
But yeah, I was like, the worst is I don't get picked. The best is
yeah, nothing to lose.
It's a good chance to
Absolutely.
meet people. Also, part of my struggle was like you don't publicly announce that you're divorced or whatever, and especially because I was married so young. Like I was married at 21, and I was legally divorced by 26. Yeah, we had about a year of separation, but I was legally divorced by 26. So a lot of people that I met after I turned 26 that have zero idea about I was married or whatever. Like just my friends.
Yeah.
I mean, some people may, if it comes up, I might have told them. If it doesn't come up, I may not have told them.
Not something to announce.
Yeah,
You're such a young age.
It
it's
is.
like,
Yeah.
So like I wasn't necessarily like trying to withhold the information, but weird way I felt like I was withholding information from friends or just acquaintances or people I know from church or work or whatever. So it was also a good way. I actually had heard from one of the contestants from season 3 saying that it was very freeing for her to be able to just say it out loud. That hey, especially in Korea, it's it's become a lot better now, but
It's a
still
taboo.
a little bit taboo.
Yeah, yeah.
So she said it was very freeing for her to sort of like come out and be like, hey, it'd been great if it worked out, but it didn't work out, so it's fine. Like that's part of my life story, and here I am. I'm
It's not
divorced.
the end of the world.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, life goes on.
So
Yeah.
I felt similarly. Like I thought it was a good opportunity for me to be like, hey, I didn't want to lie. Like I'm not trying to withhold information. Here. This is my part. This is part of my life story. Some of you may have known. Some of you may not have known. But I was divorced when I was younger, and this is who I am. So, so yeah, I kind of wanted to. I didn't think I was gonna meet someone, let alone meet a wife. But I mean, if it happens, if I find love, great. But at the very least, if I can be on the show, it's a good way to be like announced to the world or announced to my friends group.
So you were kind of just doing that for yourself too.
Yeah. It was kind of a way to be free from what sort of
kind of announce it to the world without you having to kind of do it yourself.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So how was the casting like? So once you put in an application, they like give you a call. They're like, "Hey, I want to see you in person."
But what wasn't very clear was when I would find out by, right? So in my mind or in my head, I had an internal deadline of, if I get picked, they'll probably contact me by this date. And I didn't hear back by that date. My internal deadline, without
like
information from it.
You didn't get
so I thought I didn't get it. But I was just hanging out with my friends on the weekend. I came back and laid in my bed, checked my email. Got an email from Torsingle saying, we want to interview you. So, okay. So, I mean, the whole process, since it was a season abroad, I think it took them a little bit longer than usual, like
I can see
gap
that.
between seasons.
Yeah.
So, so they reached out saying they want to interview me. So I had a phone call, had a Zoom call, and then actually I got a spot after Zoom call.
Oh, wow.
And I thought that was kind of odd. It's like they don't want to meet me in person.
Do like a screen test or something.
Right, yeah. and they didn't see me standing up or they didn't see me in person. So I thought it was a little bit odd that are they gonna pick the whole cast without meeting them? But apparently, I don't know if you remember, but I was the only one from the East Coast.
Oh,
Everybody from the West Coast, they actually met in person.
Oh,
They had them come to LA. Well, there were a lot of people from LA, but even people that were not from LA, they had them fly to LA
Oh wow!
to meet in person.
because there's a guy from Vegas, I think Tom.
There was Vegas, Seattle,
Vancouver,
San Francisco, Vancouver, and then
Mostly LA.
about half the cast was from LA.
That's right. Yeah, you were the only East Coast guy. I think that's one of the reasons why I was like rooting for you too. I was like, come on.
It was funny because when the episode about with our location reveal was released, a lot of people were commenting online saying, "Oh, Jimmy's cooked."
Really?
There's no way he's gonna find.
Because it's hard to do long.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
At least for the people on the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? But people are like, "He's done."
Wait, so like a quick premise of the show for those who never watched it. As we kind of briefly discussed, it's 5 single divorcees, right, that got together to a show, and they slowly reveal like their identities, right, like their age, if they have kids or not, where they're from, what their jobs are.
Yeah. We were told not to share about where we were from, what we do for a living, where we live.
Sorry, I was like, you didn't watch it.
Cut this out.
Sorry, I was trying to put you on
No,
the
I watched
spot.
it.
It's all good. It's all good.
Jimmy was cooked after he from the East Coast.
So
Yes,
so
exactly.
there was another thing. So for the first 3 seasons filmed in Korea, location was not one of the information that they told contestants to withhold because
Oh.
I mean in
Everyone's
Korea
from-
like
Yeah.
It's small.
even if you're from Seoul and Busan, it's
Yeah.
like 3-4 hours.
Doesn't
Sure.
change much. Yeah.
So yeah, location, age, job, and whether we have kids or we were supposed to withhold from each other. So on every single night, we were given permission to share about one piece of information. Like first night was why we divorced. I mean,
Yeah.
second night was I don't remember, but like
Yeah,
let's say it was like
like
age
age
or like job and or whether you have kids.
My wife could tell you probably.
How many nights was it total?
We filmed for a week. So
just 1 week?
yeah, we all flew into Cancun on Saturday.
Wow.
We all flew into Cancun on Saturday.
Wow.
We started filming on Sunday. So on the first night, the producers or the writers, they put each of us at different hotel in Cancun.
Huh.
They told us, you can leave your room, but please stay in this hotel. Don't go outside. Just until tomorrow morning when we pick up to bring you down to where we're gonna start filming. Just for today, just stay in your room or stay in this hotel property because we split all of you into different hotels, but we don't want you guys to cross paths before we start shooting.
Wow.
So we all got there on Saturday. We all stayed in our room or at our hotel. On Sunday morning, they picked us up, so we started shooting on Sunday. Then it was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I think on Saturday was when we did our final decision.
Wow. It's only a week.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. When you watch the show, it feels like they've been there for like a month or
Yeah.
something.
No, because you only see like part of our interactions, but it's drawn out. Like you see one episode a week.
Right.
Yeah.
I think our 1 week in Cancun was divided up into 10 episodes.
Mhm.
So you watched our week over 10 weeks.
Wow.
So like for the viewers, it feels like it's a lot longer period of time
Yeah.
that we were together. But
And sometimes they film like concurrently, like this couple and
Right,
this
right,
couple at
right.
the same
Absolutely.
time. And you're showing that. And sometimes they just replay the same reaction like 3 times. Like most Korean
That's
shows.
Korea's specialty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So I'm always like these shows, I'm always like interested in what happens off camera. So like the first time you guys meet, was it on camera?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, because it's like everyone kind of walks in one at a time.
one by one.
Yeah.
So I mean, I had no idea how many people were gonna be there.
They didn't tell
Oh,
you
they
what
didn't tell-
details.
No. When I walk in, for whatever reason, I thought, I don't know. I randomly thought in my head like I'll be like third or fourth person.
Mhm.
So I expected about half full room, but I think I was the 7th person. So it was a
Okay.
pretty full room when I walked
Full
in.
room
So,
already.
cool. kind of threw me off, and
Wow.
it's like kind of nervous and meeting everybody for the first time. And
Okay, so from what I remember, it's been a while because the show came out like what, 3 years ago.
3 years ago,
Yeah.
yeah.
So first night you guys all stayed in a different hotel, and then once the show started filming, you guys stayed all in one house. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was a pretty nice big house in Cancun.
Yeah. Did you have a roommate?
Yeah.
What was your roommate?
My roommate was Jerome.
Oh, it was Jerome.
Wow.
Yeah. Jerome's a funny dude.
So we had four rooms. So one guy's room with 2 guys, and one guy's room with 3 guys. Then one ladies' room with 2 ladies, and one ladies' room with 3 ladies.
I see. 2, 2, 3, 3.
Yeah.
Wow. So when you first walked in, what was your like first impression of everybody? Was it?
It was, to be honest, it was not easy to process things that quickly. Like, because I think the MCs made a comment about where people are sitting and like,
Oh yeah,
oh,
that's right.
he must be into
You
this
weren't
person.
thinking about it, right?
No, I couldn't really like. It's like, oh, there's an empty seat. I'll just sit there. Like,
Yeah. They made such a big deal. They're like, oh, the guy's going for between 2 girls.
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah, stuff like that.
They made such a big deal out of where we sat, but I mean, I don't know about other people, but for me, I didn't have time to process like who I'm. Yeah,
I feel like they
That
do that with
quickly.
all these other dating shows. Mental solo joke does that.
Yeah,
you know?
all of that.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's like all coming together. Like
Yeah.
with the host, there's like 4 hosts.
Yeah.
And I think it's just so funny that a lot of Korean shows, it's like them watching the show and they're just talking about it.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. So we all know you married Hee-jin, right? But
Well, surprisingly, some people might not know because like
spoiler.
no, I mean it's not a spoiler. I mean it's been out for 3 years, but like even last month or either earlier this month or last month, I was out with my friend, just catching up with my friend from childhood in Kunsan, and then this young guy is like, "Oh, hey, are you Jimmy from the show?" So, oh, well, I actually don't think he remember my name. He's like, "Aren't you the guy from the show?" Like, oh yeah. And then we're like we talked for like a minute, but he didn't know I was married with Hee-jin.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I was like, "Oh yeah, we are married. We're married with a baby daughter and everything." He's like, oh, "That's awesome." So
Wow.
I guess like when you're just watching the show, you don't know what happens after.
Right.
It's not like you guys had like a reunion show.
Yeah. I mean, some people keep up, some people just watch the show, enjoy the show, and then
Right.
Yeah.
I remember Michelle, like, after the show, she would follow everybody. She's like, oh my God, they're doing this. I'm like, really? Like, I'm done with the show. And then, like, I remember her telling me, you guys got married. I was like, what? Like, this actually happens in real life where, because, like, I feel like a lot of these dating shows that we watched growing up in the US, I just felt like it was all for clout. Like, a lot of people, because even if they, like, did, so I watched some, like, what were some of the latest, like, Love is Blind? I don't know if you watched over.
I mean, I know what it is.
Yeah, it's like
That's another Netflix one, isn't it?
yeah, like they don't see each other and then they get married.
Mm-hmm.
So there were like I read some success stories.
Right.
So I was like, but like, does it really happen? And then when my wife told me that you guys were actually married, I was like, oh wow, that's so cool.
I was super skeptical about it after watching Solo Joke too, because it seems like they're all chasing that.
That show especially,
100%,
because it's like young, attractive.
Yeah, because they show like
social
the
media
aftermath.
influencers.
Oh my god,
right? Like,
yes,
a lot of them.
yes, and like afterwards, like if anything, it just boosts their popularity and gives them even more opportunity. At meeting others, if you will, instead of like settling with whoever's on that show, and then afterwards blocking their future opportunities.
Like I follow you on social media, but like I don't feel like you're using your show like status as something to like do. I feel like you're just kind of living your life, right? Like right.
No, I mean, Hee-jin and I think we should be more active. We're not very active on social media. Actually, one of my friends like recently yelled at me. He's like, dude, I'm trying to do something with social media just because in today's world, why not? But you've got like not a crazy following, but you've got decent following already from your show. Like, why don't you use it?
You have like over 50,000 people. That's a whole baseball stadium of people, man.
No, I mean, Hee-jin and I thought about it. It's just like we're not. I mean, we'll see. I kind of do want to give it a shot. But
it's hard, especially
Yeah.
with the young one.
It's
right
hard to be
now.
consistent with
Yeah.
with posting posting
It's so
consistently.
funny you said the Super Football Stadium thing. 'Cause that's so true. Yeah, because like I mean, a basketball stadium is like what 20,000 people. A soccer stadium is like 35, 40,000 ish. You guys both can fill it up. I can fill up an MLB stadium, a minor league one though. You guys are filling up
The
major league ones. I'm filling up a minor
triple
league
A's.
one. That's
You
the
got-
local baseball teams.
Physical 100.
Dude, yeah. So I wanted to bring that up. I'm sitting between two Netflix stars here. Yeah, I just need to get on a show. Come on, guys. You guys have a show for a 40-year-old. I don't have a lot of talent, but
We should pitch an idea. Yeah.
if you guys want to put our podcast on
Netflix, are you watching?
Coming soon on the next episode of Almost Korea.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
No, but I mean, overall, like I'm extremely thankful. Like again, like I said earlier, I thought coming into this experience 3 years ago, I was like, yeah, if I do meet somebody, like great. But I mean, realistically, what are the chances of me meeting someone and actually keeping up, like our relationship working out after the show and us like eventually getting married and everything? Like I thought the chances were pretty slim.
Mm.
But I mean, thank God it worked out.
I mean, you guys are the only couple that actually got married, right? Like,
from our season,
yeah,
yeah.
Oh.
from from other seasons. Are there other couples?
So from
that-
from season 2 earlier, I mentioned
Yes.
Namgi and Tan. They're the couple that I think they sort of established the franchise of this show. And then-
okay.
And then the most recent season 7.
Oh my god, they have seen 7.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Sungwoo and Chiyu, they got married recently, and then a couple from season 6 got married recently. So we have
Wow.
one married couple from season 2, one from season 4, one from 6 and 7. So we got
Ah.
four
Okay.
married couples between Dochim.
So the percentages aren't high, but
Right.
there's
It
still
happens.
success stories.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple that's still going strong from season 3.
Okay.
Like dating.
Like they're dating.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've been dating for I guess close to 4 years now. So they're a very solid couple. Maybe they just don't want to get. Maybe they just don't want to remarry,
It's possible.
which is totally fine.
No,
But
it's
they're
fine.
they're
Yeah.
in a very respectful,
Yeah.
relationship. So
I mean, I can totally understand that because
So-
we're talking like towards singles, right? I mean, they've been divorced, so I can see if they have a different perspective in life on how they want to take relationships. I
Yeah.
respect that.
So it's almost
Nothing wrong with
it's almost one couple per season that's sort of lasting. Yeah.
I would say that's a success.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Considering the short timeline of filming, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, yeah, because 1 week is not a
Because
long time
I
to
mean,
get to
you
know
you
someone.
learn a lot more about each other after after the
Right.
first
if you
Yeah,
keep in
for
touch,
sure.
you
Yeah.
still, yeah.
and you actually start a relationship and you get to know them.
Do you still keep up with other cast members?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said earlier, I think out of 10 of us, five were from LA area, so I think they get to hang out a lot more than I can. But I still do keep in touch with all the guys quite regularly, especially Jerome, my roommate. And then even the ladies, like even the girls, I talk to them here and there. Yeah.
That's so cool because I feel like you guys go through this like unique experience together.
Yeah, we got this.
Like, you
we
guys
got this
bond
bond. Yeah, we got this special bond.
Yeah. And I mean, you too, right? Like you
Yeah.
keep in touch with the.
I
other
still
cast
keep in touch
members
with a
from
few of
your
them, not as often.
Right.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I do. Yeah. And then if I met up with them right now, like it'll still be like as if a day hasn't passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Wow. I don't know. Do you have any questions?
I mean, like so, like in my case, I didn't watch your season, but I do want to know, like you being the only one in the East Coast, how did you keep it up with your current wife? Or who made the initiative after that too? Because I'm kind of curious on how things went
Yeah.
after the filming was over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, going in, also for the first 3 seasons of those English, it was only 8 people, so 4 guys and 4 girls.
Mm-mm.
Our season was the first with 5 and 5. So I thought there was bigger chance that it was gonna be 4 and 4, right?
Mm.
So I thought, let's say realistically, if I thought there were gonna be 4 ladies coming to Cancun, I thought maybe one was gonna be from New York, New Jersey area or close by, where it's not long distance.
There's a good chance too, especially with Queens.
like one.
Yeah.
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 So like, but what's the chance that I'm gonna like that one? So I very much expected that I'll fall if I do fall for someone. I very much expected that it was gonna be a long distance relationship.
Mhm.
Although I mean I know long distance is not easy, but I went in with the expectation that it could very well be someone living far from me, living like a flight distance.
Sure,
Which
sure.
it wound up, being someone from Vancouver. But I think that the fact that I had that mindset already going in kind of didn't really throw me off or anything.
Okay.
Like,
You were prepared.
Yeah, I was prepared for it. And then,
Yeah.
secondly, I was working remotely, so when I visited Vancouver, it wasn't for like 2 days or 3 days. I went for like a week or 10 days.
Okay.
So I think it was a lot. I don't want to say easy, but it was much more doable than if I had a 9 to 5 Monday to Friday, having to be at the office sort of job.
Makes sense.
Then I think it would have been a lot more difficult, a lot
Makes
more challenging.
sense.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I've done long distance. My wife's from LA, so I did that. And I understand how difficult it can be. Yeah. So
I mean, being able to visit for like 7-10 days was definitely a game changer. And then, so also since we filmed in Cancun, and our filming ended on Friday or Saturday, it ended on Friday or Saturday, and we all flew back to where we were from the next day. So we had one free night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So we all hung out off camera. We really bonded even more. I feel like because
Nice.
we were free from
for
all the camera,
staff members, and the
free from
cameras.
camera and mics.
Yeah.
So we really became close. We really went out, and then
Nice.
Hee-jin and I talked a lot also that night and everything. So when it was time for us to fly back the next day, she cried,
Oh.
and it was like, oh my god,
Wow.
Oh man.
yeah,
Wow.
Because I feel like that 1 week, I'm sure it's like a dream, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
it goes by so quick, and it probably doesn't even feel real, right? Like you're just like, what am I doing?
I mean,
here?
it's
Strangers.
a pretty surreal
Yeah.
experience, unusual surreal experience. Yeah.
But it's so wonderful. Like, and they captured all of that, albeit maybe they edited to their storylines, obviously.
Yep,
but
yep.
that's
No, I mean, the people that, or the portion of what the viewers saw was probably at the maximum 10% of our interactions. Like, for example, I got to know Ricky very well in Cancun. Ricky and I talked a lot. I think the show showed none of my conversations with Ricky. So, I mean, they have to only show what's relevant.
Yep.
For a dating show. So me talking to Ricky is not really relevant. I thought he was a great guy. He thought I was a great guy. We really bonded, but the show doesn't.
They have a great brotherhood. That's what the show is about. No, not really.
Yeah.
Because they want to see drama, like that, like
Yeah.
and more like
Yeah.
more the something that may.
with the girl and the guy.
Yeah, exactly.
absolutely.
Yeah,
The tension.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she brushed his
Yeah,
hand.
yeah.
Yep. The conflict build up, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like, sorry, when you guys film, like in the beginning, like when did they start filming from, like, I'm guessing from like morning to night, right? Pretty much.
I mean, they have cameras.
Oh yeah, like
They have cameras installed at the house everywhere. And
What about like mics? Do you guys have mics on?
we mic up. We mic up when we wake up, and we put down our mics when we go to sleep. So,
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Now that like I'm like creating content, like those things are more like relevant to me.
So I mean, it's like I really applaud the staff. Like, imagine there has to be so much footage.
Incredible amount.
Yeah, I think they probably could create a very different show.
Yes.
I mean, with the same result, obviously they can't change the result, but they could totally show like very different narrative or how we get there. Because again, like I said, I think what they showed is probably less than 10% of
The whole thing.
our conversations and interactions and like
100%.
whatever. So
it's up to like the producers to how they want to go
yeah,
about it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The narrative that they built.
I mean, it must take so much work to go through all the footage and like.
Oh God, I don't even want to imagine.
Like even like for your show, right? Like Physical 100, they could have
my God,
highlighted
the
different
cameras?
people and like
Oh my
different
God, it was insane.
storylines.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they could,
Even the entrance scene, they had holes on the floor of where we're standing with cameras poking out everywhere, and they had like walls with like 4 levels with cameras like shooting from different angles, and they had tracks around where we're standing, a camera constantly going around and filming, and they had flow drone around us.
that's crazy.
It was insane.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Dude, man, Korean production. I don't know what the production is like in Hollywood. I'm sure it's just as crazy.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure. I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
But I have a small experience with that too, where I went on this little Korean variety like talent show, and like just me standing there performing at like 8 cameras, like up here,
Mhm.
down here, down
Yep.
there. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's insane.
Props to you.
Sorry, I'm not. I'm not on Netflix like you guys, but well, maybe like bits and pieces in the background somewhere. But man, this
Well-
is so interesting. Just to kind of wrap it up, just want to ask like what you're doing right now. Is there any like anything big going on? Do you want to shout out any shameless plug?
I mean, right now, since I left Korea at age 16 in year 2000, this is the longest I've been in Korea. I've been in Korea for the last 3 months,
Wow.
and I think I'm probably gonna be here for another 2-3 months. So my mom's going through chemotherapy right now. She has stage 4 cancer. So yeah, and my dad's not very healthy, and I'm an only child, which is why like I don't have any other siblings to split taking care of my parents. My dad's not very healthy, so he can't really look after my mom. So which is why I'm in Korea mostly in Kunsan taking care of my mom and a little bit taking care of my dad as well. I mean, I'm glad that I can do that, and I'm glad I have a very loving and supportive wife that sort of is okay with me being here for 3 months. I mean, I feel bad. Obviously, I miss my wife and my child as well.
Yeah.
Laura, my daughter. They're visiting later this month. I'm really excited about that. But yeah. So I post on social media. But if you pray, if you're someone who prays, pray for my mom. Hopefully, she can get through this and come out healthy. Hopefully, she can grow, or hopefully, she can see Laura grow a little bit more into
That would
her
be amazing.
teenage years and things like that. So
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, prayers to you, your mom especially, and your dad, and your family. I mean, it can't be easy being apart from your young daughter. She's very little, right?
Yeah.
It's a precious time.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
3 months is a long time to be away from.
She just started to say grandpa and grandma.
Oh.
So I mean, we FaceTime every day, and my mom's loving like hearing grandma from her. So
I'm sure
Yeah,
they
yeah.
can't wait to see her.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Wish
So-
you all the best, man.
Yeah,
Wish you all
for
the best,
sure.
and like
Yeah.
to your parents as well.
For sure. Amani, please get better.
It's a long journey. I mean, hopefully we found out about her cancer sooner, because it would have been a lot.
Yeah.
I don't want to say easy, but it would have been easier than
Sure.
now. But I
Sure.
mean, we know I know my mom knows it's gonna be a long, tough battle, but hopefully she stays strong, mentally strong to go through this, and hopefully come out healthy. So yeah.
Well, it's been so great just like having you here, just like talking to you. I mean, like, at the end of the day, we're just, a bunch of dudes just living our lives and like just getting to know each other's story. Is so like, this is what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
this podcast.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for doing this. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this
It's
was
been great. Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed every single moment. Yeah.
For sure. So, man, thank you so much again for coming here. We're gonna hang out some more, but thank you guys for listening. Please tune in if you guys know anybody who would be interested in, someone like Jimmy, their stories, almost Korean podcast. Share us. Please, if you want to support us financially, our Patreon is open. So thank you so much, and we'll catch you guys next time. Yeah.
Peace.
Thank you.
Peace.